Hello friends, how are you? I think you will be very happy to see my video. In this video, we have to discuss about solid state, some important definition. There are 40 definitions in the chapter solid state. So I have to introduce you in this video. Next, what is solid? In the in the chapter solid state, we have to know what is solid. So solid is a substance. The substances having definite shape, definite volume, and rigidity and hardness are called solid. Solid is a substance which has a definite shape. Let this is a substance or this is a dye, and the substance having definite shape, the shape of the dye is definite, it is particular, and definite volume. If we weighing this dye, then it has some weight, so it has definite volume also. Rigidity and hardness, this is also hard. We cannot break it without applying any external force, because the internal structure of the solid is the internal particles are very attracted towards them. The internal force of attraction is very strong in solid. So the definition of the solid is that the substance having definite shape, definite volume, rigidity, and hardness is known as solid. Next, what is the, then solid is again divided into two types, that is crystalline solid and amorphous solid. So first we have to know about crystalline solid. What is crystalline solid? The solid having definite geometry. The geometry of the solid will be definite. Sharp melting point. The melting point of the solid will be very sharp, that is a particular melting point. And anisotropic character. We have to know about anisotropic character in the next slide. So this has anisotropic character, that is called crystalline solid. There are three characters of crystalline solid. What are they? That are definite geometry, sharp melting point, and anisotropic character. That is known as crystalline solid. Then amorphous solid. What is amorphous solid? The solid having neither definite volume, that opposite to the crystalline. Opposite to the crystalline is known as amorphous. So if the crystalline solid have definite geometry, then the amorphous solid does not have definite geometry. It has neither definite geometry nor sharp melting point with isotropic character. It has an isotropic character, whereas amorphous solid have isotropic character. Okay, I think you can understand. Next, so first the question arises to our mind, that is, what is anisotropy character, what is isotropic character. Anisotropy is a characteristics of crystalline solid. We knew it, that anisotropy is the character of crystalline solid, by virtue of which its physical property like conductivity, the physical property of the body like conductivity means how much quantity it can carry the current or heat, that is known as conductivity. Refractive index, and in different conditions, different physical properties like conductivity, refractive index are different in different direction. If this is a body, its refractive index, conductivity are different in different directions, that is known as anisotropic character of the crystalline solid. Anisotropic character is always have in crystalline solid. Then isotropic character, opposite to the anisotropy. Isotropy is a character of amorphous solid. It is a character of amorphous solid, by virtue of which its physical property like conductivity, refractive index, etc. are same in all direction. All direction of the body, The refractive index, the physical property like conductivity, refractive index, etc. are same in all directions. That is known as isotropic character. These are the two main character of anisotropy and isotropy are two main character of crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Then ionic crystal. Crystalline solid again divided into four types: ionic crystal, covalent crystal, then metallic crystal, and molecular crystal. Metallic, sorry, ivalent, covalent, metallic, molecular. I have missed the molecular, the metallic character. So how can I join this? I'll speak it to you. Okay. Ionic crystal. When the lattice point in a crystal are occupied by oppositely charged ions. When the lattice point, first we have to know what is lattice point. Okay. Lattice point. The position occupied by the constituent particles in a crystal. There are so many constituent particles in a crystal. The particles are joined to it. Okay. The position occupied by the constituent particle. What are the constituent particles? That position in a crystal are called lattice point. Okay. This is the definition. Then space lattice. The rectangular arrangement of constituent particles. The constituent particles which are arranged in a rectangular way. The rectangular arrangement of constituent particles at a different point in it is present in three-dimensional space. Okay, is known as space lattice or lattice crystal. So what is ionic crystal? What is ionic crystal? When lattice point in a crystal are occupied by oppositely charged ion, let NaCl, here Na having plus ion and Cl having minus ion. Okay, so they are opposite ion. When the lattice point in a crystal are occupied by oppositely charged ions and are held together by electrostatic forces, they are held together by electrostatic forces, then it is called ionic crystal. The crystal is known as ionic crystal. Then there is covalent crystal. What is covalent crystal? When the lattice point in a crystal are occupied by atoms, lattice point of the crystal are occupied by atoms and are held together by covalent bond. In covalent crystal, they are held together by covalent bond, and in ionic crystal, they are held together by ionic bond, or that is known as electrostatic force of attraction in between two oppositely ions. Okay. Next, molecular crystal. When the lattice point in a crystal are occupied by small molecules, when the lattice point of the crystal are occupied by small molecules and are held together by van der Waals force of attraction. These are held together by van der Waals force of attraction are known as molecular crystal. When the lattice point in the crystal are occupied by small molecules, the molecules are very small and are held together. They are held together by van der Waals force of attraction. Then it is known as molecular crystal. What is metallic crystal? If the crystal having metal and they are jointed, they are held together by metallic bond. That bond in between the metallic crystal is metallic bond. They are held together by metallic bond. They are molecules how can I explain you? In metallic crystal, they may be ion, they may be molecule, okay, and they are held together by metallic bond is known as metallic crystal. Next, we have already completed it, lattice point and space lattice. Next, unit cell. What is unit cell? The smallest three-dimensional portion which repeat itself in different direction. Unit cell is the smallest three-dimensional portion. In 3 dimensions, the portion is very small and it repeats itself in different direction. it repeats itself in different direction to produce the complete space lattice. To produce the complete space lattice, sorry, to produce the complete space lattice is called unit cell, the smallest three-dimensional portion which repeats itself in different directions. The portion is very small and it repeats itself in different direction to complete the space lattice. That is known as unit cell. Okay, I think you can understand. Okay, then seven crystal system. The system, a seven crystal system. Seven crystal system obtained on the basis of age. Age means length. If this is a square, it's the age A. Let A be the A, B, C. If it is a rectangle, okay, then it have different age A, B, C, and angles alpha, beta, and gamma between the edges are cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, rhomboedral, and hexagonal, which include 14 types of Bravais space lattice. There are 14 types of Bravais space lattice. This is very important short question for you. Okay, 7 crystal systems are present. The crystal system is 7, but there are present 14 types of Bravais space lattice. Next, primitive crystal lattice. What is primitive crystal lattice? Primitive crystal lattice have constituent particles only at the corner of the unit cell. We know what is a unit cell. At the corner of the unit cell, the constituent particles, the primitive crystal system lattice have constituent particles only at the corner of the unit cell. That is known as primitive crystal lattice. Then number of atoms per unit cell. This is cubic, simple cubic. Number of atoms 1, body center, number of atoms 2, face center, number of atoms 4, and age center, number of atoms 2. So what is, there are so many questions. What is simple cubic? What is body center? What is face center? What is age center? You have to know what are they. Okay, in simple cubic crystal, in the unit cell of simple cubic crystal, the constituent particles are present only at the corner. Let me introduce you. This is a simple cubic. This is simple cubic. The constituent particles given, this is given that the constituent particles are present only at the corners. These are the corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 number of atoms are present, but only one unit cell is situated, is form all these atoms. Okay, this is the simple cubic crystal system. This is the figure. Okay, next, face center. In face center cubic crystal, this is the cube. In a cube, there are 6 faces. 6 faces. At 6 faces, 6 atoms are present. In this space, in this space. I can introduce you, but this is very difficult to know you. This face and also in corners. Also in corners, there the atoms are present in face and also in corners. So in face center unit cell FCC crystal, the constituent particles are present all at the 8 corners as well as all at the 6 faces. Okay, so 6 plus 8, 14 number of atoms are present, but there are 4 number of units are present in face center. In face center cubic crystal, the constituent particles are present at 8 corners as well as 6 faces. Again, Last, the body center cubic crystal, the unit cell of BCC, that means body center cubic crystal. BCC crystal, the constituent particles are present at all the 8 corners as well as the center, only center. There are all in the 8 corners, there are the constituent particles are present all in the 8 corners as well as in the center. In one is present in at the center. Then hexagonal close packing. What is hexagonal close packing? HCP. If hexagon, you have to made an hexagon. Hexagon. This is a hexagon. Okay. This is a hexagon. In hexagonal close packing or HCP, shortly we can say it HCP, A type 3D arrangement. The arrangement will be A type of 3D arrangement. When the spherical particles of the first hexagonal layer, this is the first hexagonal layer, this is the spherical particle layer, exactly correspond to the second, exactly correspond to the third. One second is imaginary and one third is last. Okay, exactly correspond, they are very equal. The first layer is exactly equal to the third layer with trigonal arrangement. The arrangement will be trigonal. This is very important. The arrangement will be trigonal. Of the spheres in the middle layer, then this type of packing is called hexagonal close packing, or HCB is referred to as A type of 3D arrangement. This is known as hexagon. Then cubing close packing or ABC A. 3D arrangement ABC A, or in hexagonal close packing AB A. In cubing close packing, ABC A type of 3D arrangement will be present when the spherical particles of the second layer correspond to the void of the third layer, and spherical particles of first layer and fourth layer exactly correspond to each other. First layer and fourth layer are exactly correspond to each other. Then this type of 3D packing is called cubic close packing or CCP. Next, tetrahedral void. What is tetrahedral void? When a spherical particle in the second layer is placed above the three spheres. When the spherical particle in the second layer placed above the three spherical particles in the first layer, then the vacant space. What is void? You have to know what is void. This is the close packing, and this is the space. I will see. This is the space. This space is known as void. This space is known as void. So, in tetrahedral void, what is tetrahedral void? When spherical particles in the second layer is placed above the three spherical particles in the first layer, then the vacant space among four spherical particles in contact with each other is called tetrahedral. Okay, this is known as tetrahedral void or tetrahedral site or tetrahedral hole. Number of octahedral void is equal to number of spherical particles in the close packing arrangement. Next, what is octahedral void? The interstitial void formed at the center of six spherical particles of the octahedral, which is produced by two sets of equivalent triangles pointing in opposite direction, is called octahedral void. They are opposite in direction. So, number of tetrahedral void is equal to 2 into number of particles of the closed packing arrangement. Coordination number. What is coordination number? The number of nearest neighbors. The number of nearest neighbors with which a given spherical particle of crystal lattice is contact. The number of nearest neighbors with which a given spherical particle of the crystal lattice is contact is called coordination number. How many number of nearest neighbors? How many number of nearest neighbors are direct contact to the spherical particle of the crystal lattice is known as coordination number. Okay, the coordination number in CCP, that means cubic close packing, and HCP, that means hexagonal close packing arrangement, are equal, that is 12, that is 12. Okay, in case of metal crystal. Next, the structure of ionic solid. What are the structure of ionic solid? Ionic solid may be described in terms of arrangement of cations and anions and their coordination number. Cations, positive ion, anion, negative ion. Okay. In Na plus rock salt structure, NaCl rock salt structure, Cl minus having minus that to have a face center cubic crystal, or CCP, that means cubic close packing. NaCl having Cl minus ion, so it has face center cubic crystal or cubic close packing. Okay, arrangement of Na plus occupy the octahedral void site, that is 6 and Cl minus 6. Next, Zn. Zn zinc blend structure, S2 ion having F center of CCP arrangement, and Zn plus occupy half of the tetrahedral site, that is 4. You have to remember it. These are very important sub question for you. In CaCl, cesium chloride, Cl minus having body center. This is body center. Okay. Arrangement of Cs is occupied cubic site as 8. The cubic site is 8. In CaF2 fluoride structure having CCP, this is a CCP arrangement, and occupied tetrahedral site, Cn plus and Ca plus 2 ion. Okay. In Na2O, that is antifluoride structure, O2 ion having CCP arrangement and Na plus having tetrahedral arrangement. Next, hexagonal close packing and cubic close packing. Okay. Lattice having 74 packing efficiency. The packing efficiency will be 74%, while body center cubic having simple body center having 68 and simple cubic having 52.4% of packing efficiency. The packing efficiency of hexagonal of lattice having hexagonal, sorry, please wait, hexagonal close packed HCP cubic close pack, HCP in HCP and CCP, SCP and CCP, the packing efficiency will be 74%. Okay, and in BCC, body center cubic, in BCC the packing efficiency is 68%, and in simple cubic simple SCP, simple cubic crystal SCC, the packing efficiency will be 58%. Sorry, 52.4%. Okay. Now, the imperfection of solid structure is mainly due to 3 types of point defects. Okay. Now, the imperfection of solid structure. Every solid structure have some of imperfections. That imperfection of solid is due to 3 point defect. What are the 3 point defect? One is stoichiometric point defect, impurity, stoichiometric, impurity, and non-stoichiometric. Okay. Next, what is stoichiometric? In stoichiometric point defect include vacancy defect and interstitial defect. That includes vacancy defect and interstitial defect. In ionic solids are isolated with Frankel defect. The defect is Frankel defect. Ionic solid and Schottky defect. Ionic solid, in ionic solid 2 types of defect are seen, that is Frankel defect and Schottky defect. In non-stoichiometric defect are of 2 types, metal excess defect and metal deficiency defects. Impurity defects are caused to the presence of an impurity is known as crystal. Okay. Next, conductor, insulator and semiconductor. Metal I have 3 types: conductors, insulators and semiconductors. The conductors having which can conduct electricity and heat, that is known as conductor. The metal having conductivity between 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 7 ohm inverse meter inverse are called conductors. The metal having material having conductivity between 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 7 ohm inverse meter inverse, that is known as conductor. And in insulator having very low conductivity, insulator having very low conductivity or having no conductivity, ranging from 10 to the power minus 20 to 10 to the power minus 10 ohm inverse meter inverse. That ranging from 10 to the power minus 20 to 10 to the power minus 10 ohm inverse meter inverse, that includes insulators. Then what is semiconductor? The semiconductor have an intermediate conductivity. They have intermediate conductivity, middle conductivity between, that ranges from 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power 4 ohm inverse meter inverse. Next, introduction of calculation of amount of impurity into a crystal solid by doping process changes the electrical property. Doping means addition of impurity. Addition of impurity to a body is known as doping, and introduction of calculated amount of impurity into a crystal solid by doping process changes the electrical property, where an insulator can be converted into semiconductor. By doping process we can convert an insulator into semiconductor, or by decreasing the energy gap between the valency band and the conduction band. There are two bands, one is valency band, one is conduction band. In what are the n type semiconductors? In n type semiconductors, that is silicon or germanium, doping group is 15 element. Okay, we have to dope group 14 element to group 14 element with group 15 element. We get n type of semiconductor. If we dope group 14 element, if we dope group 14 element to group 13 element, then that we get p type of semiconductors. Okay, solid exhibit mainly 5 type of magnetic property: the paramagnetism, dimagnetism, ferromagnetism, antiferromagnetism, and ferrimagnetism. These property of solids are used to making different electro devices, and they components like audio, video, rectifier, amplifier, solar cell, etc. So you I will introduce all the definitions of the fast chapter solid cell. There are some important definitions. I will discuss in the next video: paramagnetism, dimagnetism, antiferromagnetism, and also discuss about n type and p type semiconductors, and doping, etc. and etc. So thanks for watching.